I am I am standing outside of my house. I have decided that I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different format for Shonda at Large, one that is not as cumbersome upon me. So here is my face, and I hope it doesn't scare you. I'm teasing. But in any case, I wanted to come to y'all today to address something that, a lot of times I kind of steer clear from because I like to speak positive messages into our community. And forgive me if y'all hear some background noise, but I like to really speak positive message to our people, to unify our people. And we need that, because there's so much negativity that's put out here. But one of the people I follow on YouTube, he put out this video and he was sharing some of the stuff that he was given, some information he was given about something he has seen. Somebody had saw this at a concert, and he was talking about the case for reparations. And it was saying like, yes, we want reparations, but what are we going to do with that reparations? And quite frankly, you guys, I have heard this argument so many times before, and I usually hear it from people who are more in the upper echelons of black society, or they are up and coming in those echelons, and for that reason they have a way in which they look at our community and say, y'all, if we had reparations, then we would just misspend the money. And my thought process on that, before I get into the real discussion, is that when you take a people who for the last 400 years have been socially engineered, systematically targeted for racism and degradation and oppression and poverty, call them ignorant, tell them every negative thing about themselves, hide all of the truth about themselves that is positive, hide all the accomplishments, all of the innovations from that people group, and expect at the same time that you're not going to deal with a people group that turns out to be less than desirable, if you will. You're kidding yourself. You're absolutely kidding yourself. And I feel that that's what's happened to our community, and that's why I'm a lot more forgiving of our people. But I totally understood his position at the same time because, and I give a shout out to Woke Progressive, by the way, for sharing this video that I'm going to share with you guys. And I totally agree with him when it comes to what we have become as a community and why this has got to stop. Because we can talk about the politics, and I will, and we could talk about the racism, and I will. But when it comes to dealing with our people and how we view ourselves and how we have been treating ourselves, we have to wake up. We have to wake up and not just to point the finger at one another and say, oh, well, you know what, you're not living right, but to really take a hand around the arm, the shoulder of a brother or sister in your neighborhood. I just got finished talking to my neighbor, and I was like, hon, you better put a ring on it, because we have to care for one another. We've been so mistreated, we have to care for one another. But this brother was on point because he was talking about the whorish ways of the women in our community. So me being an advocate for life, this is something that is hugely important to me. And this video that he showed that I'm going to share with you all, whereby this woman is doing some atrocious behavior, it was very, very sad. And I'm going to go ahead and let you take a look at it and then come back and tell you what I think. Now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, when I saw this video, I was just like, come on, sis, like, really? I mean, this is foul. I mean, it wasn't about her dance moves. It wasn't about that. It was just about her whole presentation. It was about what she thought of herself, the degradation, the fact that this woman thought that it was okay in her mind, her mental capacity, her state to think that this was okay to whore her body around in the public scene in this way. This is exactly what I talk about when I talk about that Moloch abortion spirit. The Baal worship was a worship of sexual deviance. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing that, crowd raising their hand up, and nobody is using their brain and thinking consciously and saying, wait a minute, sis, this is not okay. You got a baby in your womb. What are you doing? You're going to this is going to be on social media, and your child could see this in a few years from now. You know, your face is going to be on social media, and what are people going to say about you and your character? But her mind isn't even there. Her mind and so many other people's minds are not there. They are lost. They're like zombies to the society. And those are the people that we got to love on and care for. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard work, because it's easier to say, you know what, our people are just a mess and just throw them away. The thing that I want us to understand is that we have to be a people that comes into our queenship and our kingship. We have to come into our royalty. We have to understand that this is not who the Most High Yah called any of us to be. He called us to be a holy and set apart people. This is why I'm so big on faith, family, and the future of our community. This is why I speak the way that I speak and with the passion that I do, because I understand what that sis was going through on that stage, because I lived in that world. I lived in that world of going to the clubs. I lived in that world of doing the drugs and drinking the alcohol and trying to be Miss Cute, or trying to, you know, be around people who were walking in that life and thinking that that was the way we were supposed to be, until the Most High Yah arrested me and called me unto himself through Yahusha, until I got born again and saved, and everything that I once thought was the way I was supposed to live, he literally changed it around. And this is why he is the foundation of this channel. He is the foundation of my life and the life of my family, because he does take all things that are old things past and all things become new. Don't get it twisted. It only changes because of him and him alone. It's by his blood that was shed for the remission of our sins that we can change and we could be who we were called to be before the foundation of the earth was laid. And that is what we have to return to. You see, because it's not just about the money what reparations do. The repairing is about the repairing of the soul, the repairing of the breach that has been done to the soul, to the spirit of the black man and black woman. We are the dry bones in which Ezekiel is talking about. When you see us, you see nothing but degradation. You see all this negativity on us because of the remnants of our slavery, our Deuteronomy 28 curse. But we have got to speak and say, dry bones, wake up. We have to speak and say, listen, sis, don't carry yourself like a whore anymore. You are called to be a queen. You are called to be a princess. You are called to wear the crown. You are called to lift your eyes up because your redemption is drawing nigh. But if you continue to walk in the ways of your ancestors, and you continue to walk in the ways of those who worship false gods, false idols, then you're going to reap the consequences that they will reap as well. We have to begin to repair the breach in our homes and really deal with the core issues of what's going on. And that core issue that we're dealing with is the fact that we have turned away from our first love, Yahushua HaMashiach, and we need to return back to him so that he may restore our home, so he can repair the breach, and he will give us all things in this life and the life to come if we are in obedience to him. So in any case, that's my take on this. Let me know what you think, definitely in the comment section below, and tell me what you think about the new format. We're going to do it a little bit more professional, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, but I just wanted to reach out to you guys in this way because I didn't want to let this go without dealing with this situation. And in any case, I definitely want to know what your thoughts are, so let me know in the comment section below. Like and share this video as well. Let's wake up, y'all. Let's spread this word and get it across. As always, y'all know what I say. Love yourself without hating your enemies. And as always, Yah bless and shalom.